How strong is Asta?
Asta. In a world drenched in magic, where power decides the fate of life and death, Asta was born an anomaly, a boy devoid of mana, in a kingdom where magic was the breath of life. Yet his dream—
I just realized something. He is the original Marshall, whatever you call him. He is the original blueprint.
Where magic was the breath of life, yet his dreams will not die, because the 3-leaf clover represents faith, love, and hope. The 4th represents good luck. But in the 5th lives the devil. Raised in the village of Hajj, Asta's fists were his strongest asset, while others were imbued with mana and wielded magic spells like an extension of their souls. He swung his body and spirit, carving—
He swung his body. I can't help but think about the meme where bro was like,
swung his body to the side.
I know y'all know what I'm talking about, bro.
He swung his body and spirit, carving muscles out of dreams and resolve. His rival and brother Yuno stood as his polar opposite, a prodigy of wind, kissed by fate.
Kind of like Naruto and Sasuke in a way. I can see why people think that.
A prodigy of wind, kissed by fate, wielding abilities beyond anyone in their town. The hope of the future. Asta, however, was bounded to earth, yet determined to soar above all of them, to become the strongest magic user in the entire kingdom, the Wizard King. Fate cracked open the sky when the Grimoire acceptance ceremony arrived. Yuno received a revered 4-leaf clover, while Asta's hands remained empty until a dark power stirred. In the moment of danger, when nobles sought to crush Yuno's ambition, Asta's fury reached into the depths of hell, and from the shadows, it answered, a grimoire arriving out of nowhere, emblazoned with the 5-leaf clover, the mark of a demon. In his grasp, the demon slayer's sword rose to life, cutting through all the spells like a blade cuts through smoke. And now he realized the power he has in his hands. He's always been the opposite of magic, and now he's the embodiment of anti-magic itself. Joining the Black Bulls, a squad made up almost completely of criminals, Asta found his family. The squad captain Yami gave them all a chance to prove that they're more than their—
Aren't the Black Bulls like the worst group of all time? They did not believe in the Black Bulls at one point until they had to show them. And that's why I might have to watch this anime. I love comeback stories.
Almost completely of criminals, Asta found his family. The squad captain Yami gave them all a chance to prove that they're more than their past, to push past their limits. Asta's relentless—
This guy definitely looks like a criminal. I don't know about y'all, but that's the vibe I got. And y'all might be mad in the comments below. I'm extremely sorry, but that's the vibe I got from bro.
To push past their limits. Asta's relentless training and sheer physical strength made him a demon on the battlefield. Asta's sheer physical strength was absolutely ridiculous, as he can do 1,000 single-handed handstand push-ups and swing his massive sword as if it were weightless. And even the current Wizard King Julius Nova Kronos struggled to do the same. His fists were powerful enough to punch holes in stone walls without a scratch, like his body was driven to become stronger, a demon slayer among mages. During the Eye of the Midnight Sun's invasion, Asta stood his ground against the ideals of Licht and his followers. It wasn't just strength that set him apart. Asta's battle instincts had been sharpened to a degree far beyond ordinary comparison. He learned to harness Ki, the life energy flowing through all living things, and the same power—
This show got Ki too? What? I did not know that. Okay. This might convince me. It's between this and My Hero Academia. I don't know which one I'm gonna finish first, but those are 2 of the animes that's on my list.
Life energy flowing through all living things, and the same power system that flows in Dragon Ball, allowing him to read an opponent's intentions through the subtle shifts of their breathing, muscle movements, and even the faintest glimmer in their eyes.
Kind of like Demon Slayer.
His senses extended beyond mere sight or hearing, as he could feel the raw essence of life itself. Within the battle, Asta was able to gain a form of precognition that bordered the line of supernatural. Even as curses and spells threatened to consume him, he unleashed a state where his anti-magic coiled around him like dark flames. And with this newfound strength and speed, Asta was able to win. proving that his strength was something from far beyond this world. He would be relative to Yami, who can react to light speed magic, which would be moving at the speed of light. Asta would go on to become even stronger, and when all of his friends are defeated,
he became stronger than Yami. See, that's how you know I know nothing. Last time I checked, Yami was that guy. Not saying he not that guy no more, but he was that guy.
To become even stronger, and when all of his friends are defeated, as the magic user, Ladros absorbed the strength of the fire spirit salamander, which is so strong that it was stated that it can vaporize the ocean with a single talon, which would equate to 28 petatons, or being able to destroy multiple continents in a single shot. Asta uses his anti-magic against him, and once he's defeated, he knows that he's going to die.
What are you doing? Why are you still holding back?
Who's that?
Have you forgotten what they said to us?
The demon?
What they did? They think you're a monster. Prove them right.
Prove them right? That's not what you say. That's not encouraging at all. That's evil.
Prove them right. Fight or be forgotten!
It seemed like the demon on his side.
Exploding with anti-magic and making a deal with the devil, Asta becomes a demon and is able to defeat his opponent in a single shot. And after fighting elves, demons, and monsters, Asta learns the truth of the devil that lives within him. Long ago, his mother took this demon in and raised him as her son, making him Asta's brother and making their devil union that much stronger. But Asta is now faced with the evil god of gravity and the king of devils, Lucifero, who was stated to have so much power that he could destroy the entire world. At this time,
so his little brother is inside his body, or did his mom get infected with the demon blood or something? Like, what we talking about? What happened? She took a demon in. The demon's his brother. Who is this demon inside his body though?
Asta's brother, and making their devil union that much stronger. But Asta is now faced with the evil god of gravity and the king of devils, Lucifero, who was stated to have so much power that he could destroy the entire world. At this time, Asta would be stronger than Zagrid, who can completely obliterate Licht, who is stronger than any of the apostles of Sephra, as one of them was able to copy Dorothy's magic and create worlds that have their own moons within them, as this world was even stated to be endless in size, meaning this elf would possibly have a nearly infinite amount of mana and nearly an infinite amount of strength. However, these would more likely be perspective-based statements rather than the actual size of the realm itself.
Okay.
The leader of the Dark Triad, Dante, was able to defeat Black Divider Asta, who is stronger than anyone mentioned before, with the sole exception of the Devil King. Dante was able to use 50 and eventually 100% of his devil power, and these increases would be linear. And in their battle with Magicula, the evil god of curses, she takes the bodies of 100 dead.
She like Sukuna, the evil god of curses. That sound like Sukuna in this.
And in their battle with Magicula, the evil god of curses, she takes the bodies of 100 dead disciples and imbues them with her strength, and every single one of them are stronger than the Dark Triad,
wow,
making her over 100 times stronger than Dante at full strength, making her over 10,000 times stronger than the elf that was able to create moons, with the gap between moon and planetary only needing a 2,000 times boost. This is yet another statement of a character being able to destroy the entire world. And when Asta takes on the King of Devils, he's able to come out of the fight as the victor. However, it's not over, as Lucifero's strength would be absorbed by Lucius, the Wizard Emperor. Lucius was able to defeat Lucifero when half of his strength returned to him when entering the underworld. Asta was able to fight against him and even forced him into using an angelic form, but is defeated.
You look like Julius though. Is that not Julius right here? What is happening in this show? I literally got lost once we started talking about devils. The more devils came in, the more I got confused.
Even forced him into using an angelic form, but is defeated in a single shot. Asta would go on to learn Zetan, which is using Ki to augment magical power to increase it over 100 times. meaning Asta would have the power to obliterate large planets. His Demon Slayer sword can casually break anti-magic zones and can nullify large spells entirely. And on the other hand, his Demon Dweller sword, which is smaller than his Demon Slayer, but
He has
can
two
absorb
swords?
the magic of allies and release it as a single slash, making it
Wait, what? He can do what? That's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of cool.
Demon Dweller sword, which is smaller than his Demon Slayer, but it can absorb the magic of allies and release it as a single slash, making it certain that Asta is destined to become even stronger.
So you telling me bro is dual wielding swords, one big ass sword in his right hand and one small ass sword in his left hand, and he fighting like this? How the fuck is he doing that, bro? That man's strong as a bitch.
Can absorb the magic of allies and release it as a single slash, making it certain that Asta is destined to become even stronger. Overall, Asta would scale to large planetary with faster than light plus speed. And shout out to Nell.
Faster than light plus speed. Huh?
Scaled to large planetary with faster than light plus speed.
What does that mean? I've never heard him say that one. I've never heard him say that one.
With faster than light plus speed. And shout out to Nelda who dropped 50 to sponsor this video. In the end, Asta's come a long way from being a kid without magic, wanting to become the Wizard King, and now has strength to send devils back to hell. No matter who stands in his way, he will never give up. Because if you think the 4-leaf clover gives you hope to be on his level, who needs luck when you're possessed by the devil?
Oh, okay.
If you guys enjoyed this video, make